Hello, everyone. In this video, we will look at debugging using NetBeans. I'm using NetBeans IDE 15. I'm going to use 3 examples to demonstrate debugging in NetBeans. So first, I'm going to create a Java class. So this is the existing project I already have. It's called a demo, and I'm going to have this new class created under this default package of the demo project. So this is the program in the book. So I'm going to use this computer change. So here's the one, it's computer change. So I'm going to copy and paste the code from the book. All right, so this is the code copied from the book. All right, so I'm going to set this breakpoint at line 17. So at line 17 right here, and just click it. So this is a line breakpoint. So line breakpoint is when you debug your code executes at this line, it will pause and for you to examine your code. All right, so now I'm going to run the code. So here, we're going to debug. So this is the, I think what I need to do is first thing is, let's just do a clean build. So after you add this file, and now, and I'm going to, so here's a run file, and this is debug file. So if you use run file, you're not going to debug your code. And so use this debug file, you'll be able to debug your code, debug. All right, debug, and now, so here, and you're gonna see this is the look at the output, because I have this output prompting user for this input and an amount in double, for example, 11.56. So I'm gonna enter 13.14. All right, so now the execution is paused at this line 17. We can look at this, the tabs here is a variable, and you can see the variable here. The amount is this. That's the one you entered, 13.14. And this is the remaining amount you computed. Remaining amount is now amount times 100 casted into integer is 1314. And this is number of $1 is remaining amount divided by 100. So it's 13. All right, so now let's see what is new remaining amount. If you have remaining amount, remainder 100. So that's going to be it's going to be 14. So if that's correct, so here, look at this run here, debug here, debug menu here. So you step over and you're going to execute one statement. And here you can also use this right here. You can see this is the one here, is this one right here, is step over. You can use step over here for this. You can do it from the menu, debug menu, step over, or from the toolbox here. So here. All right, so now you see this remaining amount is changed to 14. All right, so you can keep going on this and to see if there's any errors. If there's an error, you can debug it. So you can just trace the code this way. So if there's something you made a mistake in your code, and you can debug it using this debug tool. All right, so now I'm going to finish it and terminate it. So this is to finish debugging. So here's clicking this icon here. And now I'm going to create a new program and to look at how you debug the loops here. So I'm going to create a new class. This is a future tuition. It's also example from chapter 5 of the Java book. All right. Now this is to compute a future tuition. So to find out how many years tuition will reach 20,000. So start tuition is 10,000, and every year it's incremental. It's 7%. Now suppose you made a mistake here. Instead of you're gonna times 1.07, you multiply this with 1.7. Now I'm going to put a breakpoint right here at this line 6 right here. Okay. And now I'm going to go to so you see that you don't have a debug file here. It's not active, it's dimmed. So what you can do is just rebuild it and clean and rebuild. And so let's compile everything. So then you're going to go back to look at this future tuition. And now you see this debug file here. All right, I'm going to debug it now. Okay, so it paused right here and look at tuition. It's to begin with, it's 10,000 and the year is 0. So now let's execute this line and go to, and here is step over. Okay, now, all right, so what is tuition? Oh, it becomes 17,000. So that's not right. Increment in the next year, it's only increment by 700. So you know something's wrong here. So we're gonna fix this and change it to this. And you need to terminate and rerun and this debugger. So now, and look at this. Tuition is right here. You can see this tuition is 10,000 now. And after this line, tuition should become 10,700. So you go step over. And so now you see tuition is correct. So you fix this error. All right, so here is in the loop, and you see as you continue, and the year is incremented just by 1. So now coming back to tuition is 10,700. You see right from here. You can just hover the mouse and to review the value for the variable. Here's tuition. It's still less than 20,000. So you go to the next one here, and you see the tuition now it's going to be changed if you execute this line, and tuition is changed. So you can also look at this variable and look at the breakpoint. So this is the output. All right, so I'm going to terminate this, and let's create another program involving methods. So now I'm going to go to create a new Java class, and this time it's prime number method. And this is the example from chapter 6 of the book. And so this is the prime number method. See, I misspelled this, so if I can fix it, let's see if there's any way I can fix it. So I'm going to refactor and rename. So I'm going to rename this is, so here, see, going to see if I can rename it. Yeah, prime number. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is let's just delete this file, and then we create a new one. So I'm going to delete this right here and just delete it. And let's go back, recreate it. Let's make sure I type it prime number method. Okay, now copy and paste. Okay, so this class name prime number method matches the file name prime number method.java. All right, so here, this is to display the first 50 prime numbers. So you invoke in this method, print prime numbers and 50. All right, so here, and you print, you find all these numbers, printed it, and there's a method here you're going to invoke. It's called is prime. So I'm going to here set my this right here, the breakpoint right here. Okay. All right. I'm going to trace the code here. Is this is the so we'll set, let's set a breakpoint here. Let's unclick it, and so it's right here. This is the breakpoint. So now again, let's just go back to recompile everything, and now go to this prime number method and using this debug file. All right, so here, hey, what's the number is 4. So what happened here is 4. So we should like start with number is 2 and then 3, then 4. Why it's jumped to 4? All right, so we need to go to find out why is here. Is this, let's do this now. I'm going to put a breakpoint right here. Let's terminate the code and restart it and debug the file. So the breakpoint is here, and number here, this is 2. So now I'm gonna get into this. So here is, this is the one, it's called a step into. So if you look at debug menu, and this is step into, allows you to step into the method and to see how the code is going to be executed. So step into this is prime method. So divisor 2, divisor is less than, here, number, if number is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So divisor is 2, less than or equal to now is 1, and that's false. So this is not get executed. So that's why it goes to the next statement after the for loop. It's going to return true. So I'm going to step over. So you see, it's going to be true right here. So then step over, it comes back to the caller is prime number. So this is now, it's going to be true. So it's true, you get into this. The next statement is count is incremented by 1. And then, and this is going to look at this is count, remember number of prime numbers per line. So the number of prime numbers per line is right here is 10. So this is going to be false. So it comes to this line. So it comes to this line, you're going to display the number, and for this prime number, it's going to be 2. So number is incremented. The next time the number is 3. So here's a while loop, and count is 1. As number of prime numbers is 50, 1 is less than 50. We're going to stay here in the loop. So look at it. If this is prime number now is 3. So you can continue to debug it. If you go step into, you will step into is prime. So now I know there's nothing wrong here. So let's just go step over. Okay, so here it's going to be true, and now you're going to see it's going to be false, and coming here it's going to be display this number 3. So this is number is now increment this to 4. All right, so number is 4. So look at this number 4 here. Count is 2. This is number prime is 50, and this condition is true. And now we're getting into is prime. So let's step into now. Step into, you see, divisor is 2, and here divisor is less than or equal to number is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So this is true. So now we are getting into, and this number, remainder, divisor 2, number is 4, this is equal to 0. So it's going to return false. All right, so coming here, it's false. And this is going to be the if statement. This is going to be skipped right here. And now you're coming directly to number plus plus. All right, see how this is how you trace the code involving methods. Debugging is very useful. It helps you to get into the code to find errors in your code. So I encourage you to explore it and to practice it, and you'll get better and with more examples and of your own and doing practice. So that is all for this video on debugging using NetBeans. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.